G'day folks, and welcome back to the channel for episode number 18 of my Lightning Eye of Reckoning Archon playthrough. Now, in the last episode, there was a decent amount of artifacting. Unfortunately, that looks like it's happening somewhere between when I give it to YouTube and when we watch it there. I can quite clearly see it on the playback on YouTube, and it just doesn't exist in the raw footage. So I'm going to keep playing with that, and I will try and find some sort of solution there. It does appear that it is better when I record in MP4 format, so I have set that up. Fingers crossed this one will work. However, if there are still artifacts in this episode, I do apologize, and I'm trying to fix it. So, in the meantime, we have a few levels to spend. So I've been, as I said, messing around with the recording settings, hoping to find some way of reducing the issues with the video. And in so doing, I gained a little bit more XP from the last episode, and so we have 4 points to spend here and 1 here. Now, I say 4 points here because I did actually, I did take 2 points out of Oakskin here, because I discovered that if you put more points into Maelstrom here, you actually get to hit additional targets with it. So, 1 skill point short, unfortunately. But yeah, I'm going to max out Maelstrom, and then probably Wind Devils, and then we can look at some more defensive stuff. This is an Eye of Reckoning / Wind Devil build, or at least that was the original intent. So let's go ahead and do that. And I guess we'll put the stats into Physique there. Now, I do have a quest to talk to Barnabas, so as long as we're here, let's go ahead and do that. What can I expect? You know what? He doesn't actually give us anything, does he? And that's fine. Let me just set something up on my screen here that hopefully you guys don't get to hear. And, right. So we are at least partway through Act 2. We're up to the Broken Hills here. We have the Forgotten Gods stuff on the go, which I'm going to leave for now. We have to get to Homestead, kill Lutra, and we're going to pretend that Calderos doesn't exist just yet. So let's continue onwards to Homestead, and we'll just see how we go. Now, similar to the previous episode, this one might be a little shorter. We are going to get some content done, and I definitely do want to summon my friends here. Turns out the answer this time was 1. Yeah, I do want to get some progress in, but this will be a little bit shorter just in case there are huge amounts of artifacting and whatnot. I don't want to upload a 1 hour and 20-minute video and then find out that what I thought was going to be fine is actually not fine. So we'll see how that goes. Not sure, like I said, what's doing it. I've done a decent amount of Googling, as it were, and a lot of people are saying smaller channels get worse codecs when they upload, and that doesn't appear to be the case here. If you right-click on the video and go to Stats for Nerds, all of my previous videos are using the same codec, and the previous videos didn't have this issue. So I'm not sure what the exact issue is. If you have any suggestions, please throw them in the comments, because I'm kind of out of ideas at this point. But yeah, it doesn't appear to be the codecs being used. I am uploading it at, or I'm recording rather, at 50,000 as the bitrate. Recording in 1080p, which is what it's being uploaded in. So, as far as I can see, there's nothing I'm doing in the recording that's different, especially seeing as how I basically copy-pasted the old settings. I did cannibalize another PC in the house just to get the old one running and grab some stats off of that, but unfortunately the missus doesn't like it when I use bits of her PC to run my old broken one. So anyway, any ideas, let me know, and otherwise I will keep trying, and I'd even be happy if it just went away and I never knew what the problem was. That'll be fine as well. For now, however, I'm almost made it all the way through the Barren Highlands here. Do I? I don't need devotions anymore, do I? No. Okay. Busy waffling, ran straight past the devotion shrine, didn't even think about it. Alright, so I'm hitting all of these guys as much as I can. I want the reputation. The beasts give you Homestead and I think Coven. Yeah, there's Coven. So worth hitting those. Although do note that Chupacabra doesn't like that very much at all. He's not really in the lineup just yet. Although it is looking like he's probably going to be first. The Eldritch Horrors hate me so much because I've been farming Kaiman? I think it's Kaiman. Yes, it's Kaiman. Because I've been farming Kaiman a decent bit, that's why they dislike me so much. Now that I've got my 2 weapons, they will hate me. Well, they'll still hate me the same amount, but they will gain hate a little bit slower. So it should be beasts as the first nemesis that I get to. I think these beastkin... I'm not sure if beastkin actually give you negative rep with the beasts. Let's find out. Where are we up to? Beasts are at... well, something just did. Yep, okay, beastkin definitely is giving me nemesis rep with Chupacabra, with the beast, so that's fine. I like XP, and honestly, I'm not too worried about Kuba. The only nemesis that I'm hugely worried about during the campaign is probably Gravithal, just because of his arcane balls that he'll throw at you. The rest of them, I'm not too worried about, although Valderan can be a pain. Voldrak just absolutely trucked me there. Looks like I dodged one of his big swings and then he got me with the second one. Anyway, he's gone. Let's pick up his stuff. I don't need the bits. I think I mentioned that in the last episode. I don't actually need the bits, but I'm going to go ahead and take them anyway. And we'll just spin through all of this. Right, out into Dead Man's Gulch. There's not a huge amount to do here, just a bit of a conversation with Ulgrim and a few things to spin through. Death is indeed only the beginning. Although I'm not playing a Necromancer, so that doesn't really work for this particular character. Alright, we'll grab the rift here, and we'll just poke our heads up here. We'll talk to Ulgrim. This guy keeps following me, I'm going to kill him. Okay, and how can I help here? There we go. We'll go to Homestead for you, no problem, and we will find your dead sister. Spoilers. Sorry about that. Let's jump in the cave here. Now, there is a treasure trove in here, which I do enjoy a good treasure trove, so I might go and hit a few places where it spawns, although if it's one of the spots is not exactly on the path through here, so if it spawns there, I'm not going to see it. Okay, so now we get 2 target maximum here, and I'm going to actually put more points into the base skill. I'm going to max both of them anyway, but I have a feeling that the base skill is going to be more damage than the mutator. I'm basing that on absolutely nothing, that is a guess. I probably should check, but if it turns out that that's not how it works, then I will just simply take the points out and put them back in. One of the really good things about Grim Dawn is that respeccing is essentially free. It's not free, but it's pretty close to free. Okay. I was checking here for a treasure trove. There isn't one, however there is an ancient spirit totem here, or an ancient savage totem I think it was. Let's just turn that loot off so I can see what's going on, and I definitely want to kill the big golem dudes first. And we've got a couple of purple drops there. We've got the Avenger Relic, which is not the same as the set. The Avenger Relic there is that lightning retaliation? Lightning and physical retaliation, okay. And we've got a couple of weapons that I'm going to sell. I definitely don't need to pick all this stuff up, but why not? I've been playing my level 100 characters, and they pretty much don't even see the green stuff. So I've gotten into the habit of ignoring things that I'm not going to wear, which is probably a bad habit to get into, especially while you're leveling. Checking here also for a treasure trove. It's not there. And the last spot I'm going to check is just here, which means it is indeed going to be in the spot that is... well, you know what? I'll just show it. Looks like I'm going to head over towards that area anyway, just to find Icarix and Old Mate's sister. So we will have to go over that way anyway. May as well hit the treasure trove. But as you can see, it's definitely not on the way, as it were. Alright, here we go. There's Icarix. Literally... oh, well, that's not him, actually. That's an albino. I was going to say literally right next to the treasure trove, but no, he wasn't. He was close, though. The important thing about the treasure troves is they are a very good source of blueprints. So especially around level 75, which is when you start getting the drops for the components, the endgame components, you really want to start hitting treasure troves for those. And where is her body? There it is. Okay, we are done in the mountain deeps, and as the little pop-up just said, Dahlia did, unfortunately, not survive. Which, you know, sucks for her, but hey, it's XP for me. What is that? Wraith Walk. Oh, that's from the boots. I was using that buff to actually time when the artifacting was happening in earlier videos, and I had no idea what it was. I kept seeing it pop up, and I just didn't know what it was. So now I know. And I'm sure I'll forget next time I see it, or next time I have a character that uses these boots, I will almost certainly forget what it is and have to figure it out again. Alright, so we've pretty much made it to Homestead here. Pine Barrens is probably about the right length here, so I'm going to drop a rift. And we'll run up to Homestead, get the rift gate, and then I think we'll do Pine Barrens today and then call it an episode there. Like I said, I want to do these a little bit shorter than normal for the moment, just until I get the artifacting thing sorted out. I'm hoping that recording as MP4 instead of MKV is going to help. It at least appeared to help earlier when I made a couple of 2-minute videos to upload. So fingers crossed it helps on the longer videos as well. Alright, here we go. So we got Nazagorad here, and once he pops, we're going to get his friend Harath the Slaughterer, and once he pops, that's pretty much it. So there we go. Everybody's popped. We got the Bone Shatter Treads and Agravix's Malice. Now, Bone Shatter Treads are decent. I think they're usually for physical builds, but let's go ahead and have a look at them anyway. So Shattering Force, when hit, is going to do physical and vitality damage, and reduce target's defensive ability, which we already crit pretty hard, so we'd crit harder. Agravix is... oh, I wanted that on a different character. Oh well. RIP, I guess. Okay, we can absolutely swap these in. The Wraith Walk, I guess, is nice. The avoidance is pretty good. What do we got on Bone Shatter? We got more armor, which I like. We've got different but equally useless damage types. We've got a bunch of offensive ability, similar amounts of movement and physical, although it is a little bit less. And we've got bleeding instead of vitality. I can swap out this ectoplasm for a soul shard and completely fix that. The question though is, do I want to? The stun retaliation actually on Shattering Force there is very nice. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. And actually I don't need to swap that ectoplasm out, which is good because energy is somewhat of an issue. Fleshwart Plate Mail actually comes with a decent amount more armor. So I do like that. How's our Chaos Res? 2% over. Okay. So I pretty much need to get either max roll on that Chaos Res, or I need to get a Chaos Resistance prefix, or I need to get some Chaos Res from somewhere else. Which, yeah, I can do that. I can put another Black Tallow on my amulet. And that'll do that. But regardless, we are definitely going to wear that. Guardian of Death Gates. Pretty good, but not for this build. Okay, let's get rid of a bunch of this stuff here. I don't need any of this. I do need these, and actually I can wear these now. So we're going to do that swap, and we're going to do that swap. Now both of these should have red numbers, and they do, which is lovely. I need my ambers back from them though, so I'm not going to sell them just yet. Well, there's my... Yeah, wow. There's my Chaos and Pierce resistance. Fire to Lightning I don't really care about. I will lose a little bit of lightning damage by swapping out the Dawnshard Hauberk, and I will definitely lose the Dawnshard proc, but I think I'm okay with that. So let's swap that out as well. We'll chuck this in the pile of things I want to melt and get my... actually, if I have another Hallowed Ground, I might hang on to that for a little bit. And then we can get rid of the rest of this stuff. No problems at all. There we go. Okay. Now this looks obviously ridiculous. Sleek black chest, followed by massive gaudy gold pauldrons and a silver bucket with legs.
Safe storage.
Yeah, it doesn't look too pretty. That's okay. What have we got here? We've only got the components, so I don't need to worry about augments. And same with the weapons. Now, I think I have some Black Legion augments available to go on weapons. This is one-handed weapons. Yeah, so I can get 2 of these. This is going to give me... Wait, is this really one-handed weapons? Yeah, it is. Okay. Oh, I don't have enough faction. Oh, I hate that. I don't like that at all. Alright, well, we can't be doing that. However, what we can do is go and get our ambers back, and maybe... Total shell rank 20 is very nice. You know what? I'm not going to bother with the augments yet. I think the basic lightning damage ones are probably fine, but they're also probably something like 25% each. So it's most likely fine. Skill points I've already spent, so that's fine. Yeah. Okay, how's movement speed? Pretty much capped, so 1%. I mean, I am going to put the Mark of the Traveler on there, but I think for 1%, if I need something else, I definitely can swap it. So, let's just go ahead and search for Trav. There we go, chuck that on there. A little bit more regen, which is not really relevant at this point in the game, but capped run speed is pretty good. And I don't even really need the elemental resist from the Hallowed Ground anymore. The defensive ability would be nice. Let's see, do we have anything else that just goes on chest? We could use Kilrian's Shattered Soul, though we're not doing fire or vitality damage, so it's maybe not the best. I was thinking Ancient Armor Plate. Hallowed Ground could work. Bindings of Bismeal's kind of a middle-of-the-ground not great choice. We're trading 2% DA, some health regen, and some elemental resist we don't need. In exchange, we get some OA and some energy regen. This one, I think... Yeah, I think Chains of Oleron might be the way to go. Actually, if I take that Wardstone off, I'll be losing a little bit of move speed, which, no, I won't, because that'll still be capped. And I've got Elemental and Bleed. Bleed, it's fine. Elemental's way over. Yeah, so we'll be getting a Black Tallow instead, assuming I have the components to do it. So I guess we just Chains of Ola on that for more crit because more. And then if I can make a Black Tallow here, it's going to need Riftstones, which I have 1 of 3, so I should be okay to make this. 1, 2. And then Black Tallow, there we go. Alright, and we need the Kaiman's Chosen Augment to go back on there as well. So yeah, we're looking pretty good. Let's just double check. Divine Flame, keep the item. Definitely don't want to blow that one up, that's a really nice amulet. Okay, so we can go and get a... What did I say it was? Divine Flame, I think?
These are trying times.
Okay, new plan. We're going back to Veteran. I guess we're going back to normal. It doesn't matter, we're not going to be fighting anything. Kaiman's here, and what did I say? Divine Flame. There it is, give me that one. Okay, so Black Tallow on the Amulet, Divine Flame on the Amulet, and we can go back to Ultimate now. Did unfortunately cost me my Rift, but I think I already screwed that up by opening one in town here, so wouldn't really have saved anything anyway. Prospector's Trail I think is closer than Homestead itself, and I think we're in business. I'm just double checking all the resistances. They're all capped, which is lovely. Armor rating is fine. Definitely don't need that anymore, so maybe I can consider some sort of non-Mark of the Traveler boot component. Also should point out that both of the weapons I'm now using are enchanted, or enchanters, so they're dropping these lovely little pentagrams, or they're not pentagrams, they've got 6 points. Hexagrams. They're dropping those on the floor. They do elemental damage, which is not ideal, but a third of all elemental damage is lightning, and we do have some buffs for non-lightning elemental anyway. So that'll be fine. Wild Shorn Legs are going to be pet stuff, which, who cares, but could be decent armor. That is decent armor, actually. +3, Emboldening Presence is a pet skill, so that does nothing. That's literally health and bleeding resistance on a pair of pants. And I should definitely be trying to replace those pants I have. I think, unfortunately, the best replacement for them is probably just the mythical version of the same thing, which I'm pretty unlikely to find. It is a huge amount of elemental and aether resistance on one item. I probably said when I put them on that they were going to be impossible to replace, and if I did, I was 100% correct, and if I didn't, well, I should have. Alright, so into Pine Barrens here. We're going to go kill Mogara. We'll do all the quests on the way through. Mogara obviously is going to drop me a Mogara's Fangs of the Grove. Probably a really, really good one for a physical force wave character, because she tends to drop those for characters that can't use them, or don't need them. And then as soon as you have a character that actually wants it, well, guess what you're not getting? So we'll see if she drops it. I actually kind of think she won't. I know I say that she's going to drop the things I want on other characters. I say that a lot, but I don't think it's actually true. I guess we're about to find out, though. The moment of truth. Archon here hopefully will drop an eyeball. Oh, and he had a friend too. Definitely one of them had an eyeball, which is good. Did I get two? I only got the one. That's fine. Here's Mogara. Can't see a dang thing, but I'm pretty sure I just dodged her Sunder. Puncturing a Soul Warding. Okay, so yeah. She didn't drop the Resistant of the Grove or something like that. Basically something like this, but with +1 to soldier skills instead. She's dead. I do, however, see Blazara the Fire Main here. And, yep, that's another eyeball, which is good. The Manticores are notoriously blind. Most of them don't have eyes. So I've got, what, 2 out of that? Yeah, 2. Which is pretty good. Usually I run through here and I'll get 1 eyeball every 2 or 3 runs. So getting 2 from a single trip through is rare and also pretty good. Okay, we're checking for the cave that's not on the map. This is the first place you want to check. The second place is just down here at the tip of this L shape. So just here. It's not there. The third place you want to check is the other end of that little L shape, and here it is. So this, I guess it's not really an L, it's more like a curvy 7. we're just going to pretend I didn't nearly die while I was looking at the map. That's not a thing that happened. Yeah, what would you call that shape? Maybe like a scythe shape, perhaps? I don't know. It's a funny shape. If you've got any ideas what that particular shape actually is called, let me know. But I'm just going to call it the scythe shape. Why not? A couple of beast heroes there, meaning Kuba is one tree closer to being able to jump out and have a go at me. Where are we up to with them, actually? Decent a ways away yet. Though having said that, the Homestead area is a lot of dead beasts. All of the insects, I'm pretty sure, count. Or at least some of them do. And then heading up towards Fort Archon, you've also got a whole bunch of beasts. What is it? The Winter Mains, I think they're called. I forget. It's been almost 2 weeks since I played Grim Dawn. Getting withdrawals, man. I'm twitching. I'm twitching. Alright, here we go. So, infinity +1 tiny little spiders here. All dying. Spinning and winning, which is what you love to see. Okay, I do see that hero spider there. I do want to kill it. But before we go after that, there is another spider over here. Again, look for the cow. When you see the cow, there's Angoliax. She is going to die decently quickly with those Magi's attack, okay. With the procs just sitting under her, ticking away with damage. That damage will add up quite quickly if you can keep them in it. It does look like I can't go through there. I think I'm going to abandon that hero spider. I don't think it's worth running. Well, maybe it would have been. Anyway, it's definitely too far gone now.
I can't do that yet.
Alright, let's poke our head out here. We'll see if we've got the top pass open or if I can actually get a decent one this time. That one's blocked, which... okay. This is probably the best one to get, honestly. The other ones are a little bit lower, so you'd have to go further south to get to them. So this one is good. Alright, do we get a treasure trove in here? No we do not, so let's head on out. And we'll go into the fort proper. Now this is ultimate, so I probably should go and open the bridge at Twinfalls. You know what, let's do it. We can... Video's maybe going to be a little longer than I wanted, but if it's going to have artifacting, then it's going to have it. I don't think the duration being 40 minutes instead of 35 is going to make a big difference. Alright, so we'll spin through here. I kind of want to avoid Rutnik. Aether Res is maxed, but he still hits really, really hard. Hudson Fury, however, definitely needs to go. I'm gonna kill his friends as well. Okay. Now there is an Exalted stash in this area somewhere. There is also Roman the Blade Dancer here, who I'm gonna kill. There is an Exalted stash, but honestly, if I run into it, great, and if I don't, I kind of don't mind. So, let's see here. Well, I did say I wanted to avoid Rutnik, but, you know, here he is. Let's kill off his friends here. Probably kill him. Famous last words, but I can probably kill him. Alright, we can... Can I kill him? Healing potion on cooldown for 5, 4, 3, 2... Okay, yeah, I've got him. Charged of Insanity on his blaster, so that's going to be some lightning damage. Yeah, lightning aether damage. Those guns are actually pretty good, especially if you can get a... So Insanity is aether damage, is it? I was thinking it was chaos, but yeah, okay. Either way, pretty good guns if you can get good affixes on them. which shouldn't be too hard because they are Aether weapons and they're going to have Aether affix bias. So a couple of runs, you should be alright. Not enough scrap, let's go fix that. I don't know that I'm going to use this particular run in order to farm gear for this build, but it is a pretty good run regardless, so maybe we just do it. 10 scrap should be more than enough. As long as I'm here, I'm gonna vendor all this as well. I was considering keeping those just for the armor value, but it'll be fine. It'll be fine, don't worry about it. There'll be plenty of other nice pants along the way. Okay, so Twinfalls Bridge is officially repaired. There we go. And now it is time to head back to the dead end. I'm excellent at finding those. Time to head back this way and we'll go kill the Grobal... What is his name? The Grobal Overlord, is it? I forget. It's been way too long. No, I did actually want to pick that up. I'm not sure why, but yes, I wanted to pick up Nadra the Shadow here. Take him out. Base call is Cal. If I was playing a Conjurer, a pet Conjurer, I'd be quite happy with that. Okay, we want to go up on top of that little section there. And there we go. Bingo, bango, bongo. We have made it back to the Castle O. It's normally Congo, but this is definitely not the Congo. Didn't find the treasure trove, and I did just say how important it is to hit those once you get to sort of 70-ish, so let's go get that. I'm pretty sure I know where it spawns. It's only got a couple of spots it can spawn. One's kind of down... We can't see it right now, but one's over here, sort of towards the side of this downstairs section, in with the devotion shrine. And the other one's here, and these are the only two that I actually know of. There may be other spots. So go and check on the grimtools.com/map website if you want to find all of their locations. Turns out I didn't actually get a blueprint from mine, so feeling a little bit robbed. I may also just need a few more levels before I can get them properly. Alright, so we don't need the Grobal effigies from in here, so I'll probably get a couple of really good ones. The Panetti's replicating missile offhand comes from the... There we go. Aggressive of Tormented Souls. Not great. And I'm definitely not going to pick it up. But, definitely need to get a new one of those for my Panetti's character. Alright, we can probably just spin and win all through this little section here. Biggest problem I'm likely to have from these guys is my energy bar running out. We've got that brutal axe. I think that's bleeding, isn't it? Witch Doctor, no drop. Alright, and we're coming up on the boss. Now, the boss in here does a ton of bleeding damage. He'll put bleeding pools underneath us, and it'll just generally be a pain. And are we safe here? Yes, okay. Yeah, I think we'll just max out the base skill. So, maxing out the base skill is going to give us physical damage, and then electrocute damage. The electrocute I'm not so huge on, I guess. Maybe I should be doing the lightning storm first. I don't know. It's all damage though. And at this point, more damage is more damage.
Can't do that yet.
Alright, here we go. Coming up on the boss room here. All this stuff is going to obviously die before we get there. And we do indeed have this lovely little wall here. Hiding some loot. Myrmidon chest guard, that's decently tanky heavy armor. I believe it's physical damage though, which is not ideal. Alright, now I want to kill all of the witch doctors in here before I worry about old mate here. And then I think we can probably just spin on him until he dies. He's going to stand in those elemental seals and just cook while also freezing and zapping. I'm not really sure what we call that one. Electrocuting, there we go. Alright, Exalted Stash, always there the first time. Obviously never there the second, third, etc. time. And there we go. We are done, I believe, with all of the Pine Barrens area. I'm not sure why I'm running. Let's go ahead and rift. Back to Pine Barrens. Now this is my favorite turn-in in the entire game because you can just, what do you need? And then spam click, go to the next guy. What are you doing? Need any assistance? Spam click. And you get like half to, well, that's easily 3/4 of a level just from turning this in. And on, you know, veteran difficulty, or if you happen to have the Explorer's set, which I'm not using this time, but if you happen to have all that sort of stuff, you can really boost the XP turn there to basically just give me a level. Sometimes even 2 if you have the XP pots. Okay, let's check Isaiah here. He's got bleeding and fire. I'm not interested in that. That Myrmidon chest I may be interested in. No, I'm not. So we're going to sell all of this stuff. And you know what? You can have the Manticore Venom as well.
Put it to good use.
And that is actually going to be the end of the episode. So as I said, a little bit shorter today. Hopefully changing the file format will reduce, or better yet, eliminate any artifacting. And as I said, if you have any ideas for things to try, the artifacting is occurring between when I upload it and when you watch it. So something that YouTube is doing is causing this. The raw sort of footage on my computer shows up pristine quality, no artifacting at all. So any ideas, give me a shout. But otherwise, that's going to be the end of the episode. So thank you all very much for watching. I'll see you in the next one, and goodbye for now.